What's going on, friends? It's me and Dragon Knight Doug over here, going to show you a brand new deck that's been surfacing recently, no pun intended, with Palafin EX. We're going to be talking about all the cool abilities in this deck and how it can be a powerhouse to come up against those big decks like Charizard and Ancient Box that seem to be terrorizing the online and local meta right now as we ramp up into Baltimore Regionals. You're going to want to take a look at this whole list and see how it works, so let's hop over into the deck list. Alright, here's the full 60 for the deck we're going to be playing in the video today. Now, before we get into the details about the deck, I did want to let you know that you can check out all of the sponsors of the Shuffle Squad down in the description below of this video and click on some of the hyperlinks that gets you some cool stuff. Help yourself out, help the Shuffle Squad out. What could be better? We've got Advanced GG for all kinds of energy supplements and hydration supplements. There's a discount code below, PTCG Live, so you can get these codes online and play the game a little bit better. And then we've got our Ultimate Guard sponsor that helps protect all of our Pokemon stuff. And we've also got Kayfabe cards where you can get awesome singles for the decks you want to play in real life. So you're going to want to hop over there and check it all out. Now, let's talk about Palafin. Palafin is going to be the hero of the deck. It's got the 0 to hero ability that when it moves from the active spot to the bench, you get to search out the Palafin EX here, which is kind of a bad card. The design of the card isn't the greatest, so we want to take a look at how we're going to make this work, and it's really a combo deck. So the Hero Spirit says that we can only put this thing into play if we use the 0 to hero ability, so that's the first part of the combo. And then the second thing is that the Giga Impact attack can't be used turn after turn. So we're going to have to switch this thing in and out of the active. How are we going to do that, PJ? Let me show you how. So we're going to go into the Morpeko here that has a free retreat as long as there's no energy cards. And then we've got Pecharunt EX. Now Pecharunt EX has a great ability that says you can switch a dark Pokemon from your bench into the active. It can't be Pecharunt EX, but Subjugating Change is the ability. That's what we want to be doing, and moving that Morpeko with free retreat into the active, and then we can swing 250 turn after turn after turn. It's got some cool cards in here to help ramp up that damage, but that's really the combo of the deck. So we aren't going to spend any more time talking about the list right now. Let's hop over into PTCG Live and try this out. Alright, our opponent flips a coin. They get to choose whether they're going first or second. I think here what we want to try to do is go second most of the time, and that way we can get off an attack of our Finizen that's going to help us set up things. So let's see, and we got the Lumineon start, not the best start in the world, but we do have Irida, so we can start to get things ramped up at least. That's not the worst thing in the world. So let's hope for the best here, right? That's all we can do. Oh, we get 3 mulligans. That's pretty good, right? Pretty good. I enjoy it. Alright, so because we're going first, not the greatest thing in the world. We're going to put down Munkidori, kind of confuse them. And I think we're also just going to put down this Fez to load it up. I think I'm gonna just, well, we only have a small amount of energy, so I think I'm gonna have to just end the turn here. Alright, so doing the thing. It looks like they've got Iron Valiant over on their side. Interesting deck. Let's see. They're going to go for a Squawk play. They've got the Rad Kazam. Kind of thinking that it's some sort of like Banette deck. Not exactly sure what the Valiant's for yet. Oh, okay. What this is the Blood Moon Ursaluna. That makes more sense to me. Alright, let's see what else happens here. They put the Future Booster Energy Capsule on the Iron Valiant EX on the bench here. Let's see what we got. Prime Catcher, totally fine with me. Alright, we're putting some damage counters. Tachyon Bits doing its thing. So, let's see what else we got. Alright, we got a switch. If they had that play, I'm not exactly sure why they didn't do it the opposite way. Do the switch, then the catcher. That way they leave this free retreat one into the active spot. But each their own. I know they have a lot of switching outs in their deck. So that's another thing. There we go. There's another switch out. Into the Radkazam. Okay. It doesn't look like we're putting on a masterclass here for this deck. But that's totally fine. Radkazam's moving some damage counters. Could be cool. We definitely need a setup. So a Buddy Poffin would be phenomenal here. Let's go ahead. Let's just get a Finizen. Get a Buddy Poffin. We have a lot of stuff on our bench. So, not super big fan of that. We definitely need a Morpeko. And Finizen. So, we need a Pecharunt to get this thing working. And I think that we'll need a backup. I think we're just going to go with a Morpeko here. No, this seems fine. I'm going to go here. I'm going to bring up the Squawk. Go here. We'll vacuum away this Pokegear. Get rid of their tool card. We're going to go with this. And just bring the Morpeko up. Totally fine. And we're going to evolve into this Palafin here. And this still has the In a Hungry Hurry ability. I love that ability. That now it has free retreat. And then I can do 0 to hero. Swing for 250. Take a 2-prize knockout. We can also Iono next turn too. We have another Morpeko in the deck. We've got enough outs that we can find something. So again, reading this, once during your turn, when this Pokemon moves from the active spot to the bench, you may search your deck for Palafin EX. So that's kind of what we want to do. We got to do it in a roundabout way, but they're really digging here. There's a research. See, their energy count is pretty good. They need to find Ursaluna. Ursaluna is going to bop this thing. That's the problem, I suppose. But we can Iono also. We can Iono them to 5. Iono's pretty tough. Let's see. Let's see what else we... There's another vessel. So it looks like they're trying to dig over on their side and do something, right? They just want to do something. I know Ursaluna is a little rough if you don't just draw the stones here. There's another switch to the Radkazam. They don't want us taking a 2-prize knockout. Pretty good though. I don't really want to Iono them into anything, but here we are, I guess. So I think we're just going to rip the Iono. They are dead drawing. We get to at least put some energy cards at the bottom of their deck. That's pretty good. So we want to do this, right? And then we want to do this. And then we 0 to hero. Yep. And there we go. Now at least we got our big 340 hit point monster. That's pretty good. And I think we just hold the hand here. We hope that we draw into something that shuffles our deck, maybe gets those bosses out from underneath. They're struggling a little bit, but then they have to deal with this threat, and that's the big part, is that dealing with this threat is not the easiest thing in the world. If they knock out our Pekko, we get to draw 3 cards. We're doing the thing here. All right, they're going to switch into this Valiant. Bits us. They're trying to ramp up some damage counters on this Palafin. Okay, and the Iono, I'm fine with that. That is totally fine with me. Let's see what else we got going on here. All right, we got, you know, free retreater in the active. It's poisoned. We don't really care too much. The fact that they can Tachyon bits us later in the game is something we might want to be concerned with. But we could be okay. Could be okay. There's the Ursaluna, so maybe they have Luna. Okay, there's the bits. And we'll see what else we're working with here. They are trying to ramp up that damage. They've got the Luna. And here we go. Cool. So we're going to get this single prizer out of here. And we're just going to go like this. I'm just going to put some energy onto the Pecharunt. And that's for ending the game. We're going to hit 250. That's fine. They're going to start to struggle a little bit. We're drawing cards. They're not. We got a 4 Seal Stone. Even better. Now we can stone. Get some stuff. They are going to draw 3 with Fez. And I don't like that. So, you know, we don't want them to double tap us with the Ursaluna. So that's something that we have to also be concerned with. We can take a single prize knockout here. They're struggling a little bit. They got 8 cards left in their deck. All right, so there's more bits. So we have to think Ursaluna is going to do 3 times 6 is 180 plus 100. So they're going to do 280. And currently that would knock us out. So we have to be careful of that. And we're only doing 120 if we find a thing. So let's do that. Now Munkidori is really where we could start to put some damage counters on. So I think that I'm gonna force Sealstone, find another dark energy if we don't draw into it here. And that's exactly what I'm gonna have to do here. So let's start Alchemy. Find ourselves another dark energy. And there is none. Oops. We made a boo-boo. So that's totally fine. We can Iono them to 4. Maybe that helps us out a little bit. We don't want to do that just yet. Feel like just making sure that we have something else here. Next turn we could do some things. So as long as we've got our setup, should be okay. So let's go ahead. Let's end the turn. Next turn we can go 0 to hero. We know that there's a Palafin EX in the deck. We can draw some cards, so that's good. They're running low on resources. There's the Pokegear. And there's a research. Okay. So they don't have a prime catcher anymore. They can research and they deck themselves out. So they don't want to do that. They can swing into this Morpeko for 1 prize. There's a stretcher. And then if we draw one of our dark energies, I think that we're actually really good. Really good into this deck. There's a Jet. Now they got 2 Lunas in play. A little scary. Not the worst thing in the world. There we go. They get to take a single prize knockout. Totally fine. Alright, cool. We get to do our combo. That's fine. All right, nice. So we'll go 0 to hero. Got the Morpeko. Subjugating Chains. Put this into the active spot. There we go. Big guys here. We draw 3 cards. Seems fine. I could judge them to 4. We really don't. We could thin some resources out here. We won't need Buddy Poffin. Probably won't need this. Yeah, we probably won't need this. None of that. Let's just judge. Make him draw 1 extra card here. I could go 2 prize, 2 prize, and do the thing. All right, here we go. Let's just Giga Impact. Seems fine. Take 2 prize cards. Feels good. There's our Dark Energy for our Munkidori. Pretty good. They're going to swing into us for 100. We can start doing the setup. And actually, we have game on board. So if we look at it this way, they're going to put down Ursalunas, right? They've got 3 Ursalunas in play, but we have a Pecharunt. And we're going to move this thing with Morpeko. We're going to take this 1 knockout. We're going to use this here. Then retreat it for free. Knock this thing out. And actually, let's just use the boss now. We're going to swing for 250. Totally fine. We have a backup attacker here to finish the game. We're good. And there we go. There's the concession. The opponent sees it. We see it. Deck is good. The deck is good. All right, we're going to choose heads here. Let's flip this coin, see exactly what we're doing. And we do get to go first. So that's pretty good. Now, do we want to go first is the question. So we could start to do the setup. So I think we're going to choose first here. See what happens. Let's try this theory out that we have and see exactly what we can make work here. So we do have the Finizen. Pretty good. And then next turn, maybe we can draw a whole bunch of cards. So we could potentially pull a play here where we go in and get the Morpeko. We're going to have to get rid of our Prime Catcher, which I don't really care for, but that makes a lot of sense. All right, so they're not going to attack us on the first turn playing Regidrago VStar. So we've got this. We can put the Fez down also. Let's take a look at what's in our deck. We do want the Morpeko, maybe a second Finizen. We'll get the one that has the Valiant Evolution. And kind of get going here. Let's see, nothing really what we need in the deck. So we might have to just search with a supporter card and hope for the best here. We can do whatever the top deck is. And then, yeah, just go from there. So let's just end the turn, see what happens on our opponent's side, and go from there. Again, generally, there isn't going to be an attack from a Regidrago VStar on their first turn. And most likely we can knock this thing out, which is pretty good. The downside is that Morpeko is a target for them because they are going to get either Kyurem or they'll get the Dragapult out. Looks like they took that top card here. I'm just putting 1 energy on the Regidrago. Committing energy early is a choice for sure. I mean, I'm not sure what's in my opponent's hand. Not exactly sure why they're going for that play to start things off, but here we are. We're gonna see how this deck fares. I mean, I feel like we have a really good matchup into a lot of things, so this is totally fine. Also, if we draw a draw supporter, we can do a lot of things here. So yeah, they're just gonna Celestial Roar, I guess. There goes their draw supporter. Okay, so what we want to do is just do exactly what we've been doing, going 0 to hero, and we have a switch also. So this works for me. We're just gonna do this. We'll switch it up. Go here. Subjugating Chains. Bring up Morpeko. Now we 0 to hero. We go in. Yes, I would love to use that ability. Bingo. We got our guy. And there's the combo for you right there. You can clip that and let me know if if you want to use that one. All right, 250 right into a Regidrago V's face, knocking it right out. I love that. Let's take our 2 prize cards and call it a game. All right, so we did lose the coin flip here. Our opponent's going to have the choice whether they want to go first or second. So we're going to have to deal with whatever hand we're dealt, no pun intended. So let's see with the deck choice on our opponent's side and what we draw, if we can make the combo happen. That's really what we're going for here. Let's try to make this deck work. Well, mulligans aren't the best way to start things off, but hey, maybe we'll have everything we need on our next hand. We got to think of the positives here. Let's be positive with Palafin today. Okay, that's not awful. I think the Munkidori in the active can throw some people off, so that's totally fine. We do have Irida too, so Irida can find us the Buddy Palafin, get us our Finizen, do the thing. Okay, it's Lugia. Now Lugia might be a little bit of a trickier matchup. I know that they can't necessarily ramp up and do what they want with Cinchinos, but they are going to attack us with single prize Pokemon. So yeah, let's just do this. Let's go in and, well, we do only have these Finizens. We are going to have to go ahead and, you know what? I think what we're going to do is we're just going to go get the Palafin and get a Buddy Palafin. Let's use this Buddy Palafin to get everything else that we need. We can put down Pecharunt. We can attach an energy, and then I think that we're fine for the next turn here. So we're going to be able to swing into pretty much anything that we want. Now, here's where the Munkidoris are going to come into play, is if we can get a dark energy and then bench our second Munkidori, if they knock this active one out, then we're doing pretty good. There's the Archeops. It looks like they're going to go double chops in the discard pile. They got the Legacy Energy. Are they going to retreat with the Legacy Energy or just get this thing? That's probably what they'll be doing. Hopefully they flip tails. Let's go. Okay. So they might just start setting up Cinchinos. All right. Lumineon is also another valid choice. Taking a single prize knockout could be good here. Oh wow. Okay. Well, so there's that. Let's evolve. Let's switch into the active spot. Subjugating Chains ourselves. And bring this Morpeko up. Seems pretty good. Yes, I would love to use 0 to hero. And just for giggles here, let's see what we draw on the Pokemon. Now, that's pretty good. We know that they have a dead hand, and getting these Lugias out of the way early is going to really help us here. So we're going to go ahead. We only get one prize off this Lumineon, and we're swinging 250 into this guy. We've got a Lumineon in our hand too. There we go. They get to draw one extra card. Enjoy. And we get to take 2 prize cards here. And there we go. We get to set up another Finizen. And we even have an Iono backup. And they're sending their Lugia up into the active spot. So, again, we're going to see more cards here. And we can even Lumineon ourselves. Okay. We can Lumineon ourselves into an Irida that can get us our Vessel. Well, maybe not. And there goes the Iono. So, totally fine. Again, we haven't taken any knockouts on our Pokemon. And we have a Nest Ball and a Fezandipiti. So, all of it really seems good. Here we go. Summoning Star. They don't have any Cinchinos or Cincinos, however you want to pronounce it. I say Cinchinos. Or Cincinos, because that's more Italian to me. But we've got these here with the Mist Energy. They're going to swing at us. We're going to swing 250 a couple times. And if we get, if we get that Dark Energy at any point in time, we are going to be able to hit for bigger and bigger numbers. So the 200 damage, we're not too concerned with. All right, so this feels great, actually. Let's just go Irida. Irida is going to get us our next one. And I think what we can do is also just get ourselves that energy card. So I'm going to get... I don't think we'll need Nest Ball. Let's just get that out of here. We're just going to get the 1 Darkness Energy because we have water in hand. And if they Iono us, that could be pretty cute. So here we go. Let's Subjugating Chains. Go in here. We're going to go Drina Brain. Move the 30 damage counters onto the Lugia VStar. Retreat for free. Swing with this Giga Impact for 250. Taking another 2 prize knockout. And yeah, they're going to get to draw a couple extra cards, which is fine. But, we've got a lot of resources in our deck. Our deck is pretty big, so even if we Iono, I think that we're okay. We do have a free Retreater. And Freddy Fazbear here is going to load up with some energy cards. I'm not exactly sure why. But I guess that's a thing that can happen. So Blood Moon's going to take a knockout. Realistically, we are fine here. So yeah, so we're going to promote Finizen. And I'm not exactly sure why we can't evolve. PTCG Live says no. It's okay. It's okay, PTCG Live. We're going to use Subjugating Chains. That's step number 1. And then we'll 0 to hero ourselves. Yes, I would love to go into a Palafin EX. Seems pretty good. Let's just draw 3 more cards with Flip the Script. And bingo. We got ourselves a Prime Catcher. Prime Catcher is going to pull up Lumineon. We're going to switch into the big guy and Giga Impact our way into our win here. Just taking 2 prize after 2 prize after 2 prize knockout on this Lugia and winning the game. I love this deck. This deck is nuts. Holy moly. Palafin EX is such a crazy card. The combo in this deck is so awesome, and I'm a fan of combo decks, and I really think that a deck like this can do really well in the meta. I know that there are things stopping it. You probably have a weird matchup against a Regidrago VStar that you set up against, and or they set up against you, and then you probably have some other awkward matchups. Obviously, there's more and more lightning Pokemon or electric Pokemon, if you will, that have been popping up in Iron Thorns EX and Miraidon as a deck again. So if you know that that's going to be the meta, maybe this isn't the deck, but it definitely seems to hold its own in a lot of other things. Again, we talked about Charizard EX being a big deck, Ancient Box is becoming a bigger deck. So Palafin definitely has some fins to stand on here and hold its own for the way that it's been playing. So I really like that, and I hope you enjoyed the gameplay here. Make sure if you do like videos like this, you're subscribing to the channel. I know a lot of you out there do watch our videos here but aren't subscribed, so it definitely helps us out too if you subscribe and you get notified on all of the cool things that the Shuffle Squad's doing. Hit a like on this video if you did like it, and then share it with your friends. Let them know that there's some awesome Pokemon TCG content out there. Maybe they'll start playing the game themselves if they don't already. One more shout out to all of our sponsors here, but thank you so much for sticking around for this whole video. We will catch you next time here on the Shuffle Squad.
Want to support the Shuffle Squad? Be sure to check out all of our sponsors in the description to pick up Pokemon TCG singles, sealed, and PTCG live codes. You made it to the end. Thank you so much for watching this entire video from the Shuffle Squad. Honestly, from the bottom of our hearts, we appreciate each and every person that supports our content, watches what we have going on every single day, every single week, even from time to time, and continuously allows us to have a forum to project our creative content towards the Pokemon TCG community. So if you haven't already, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and even leave a comment to help boost the YouTube algorithm. That being said, we'll catch you with our next video. Thanks again. Take it easy.